Feeling scattered? Like your brain is constantly jumping from one tab to the next, leaving you unable to truly focus on anything? In a world designed to distract us, deep concentration feels like a superpower. This video will show you how to unlock that superpower, offering practical techniques to cut through the noise and achieve profound mental clarity. What if the secret to your greatest achievements isn't more hours, but more focus? We live in a world that thrives on distraction, making true concentration a rare and valuable commodity. But imagine being able to dive deep into any task, undisturbed, and emerge with groundbreaking ideas. This video explores the art of profound mental clarity and how you can master it. Let us begin where the battle truly lies, in the epidemic of distraction. Humanity has always faced chaos, but never before has chaos followed us into our pockets. Every sound from that device is a tiny summons. A flicker of curiosity, a jolt of anticipation. Your brain releases a drop of dopamine, the same chemical that fuels gamblers and thrill seekers. You are rewarded not for depth, but for novelty. And soon, novelty becomes the drug of the century. You scroll, you swipe, you chase. Each new image promises satisfaction, yet each leaves you emptier than the last. Like a thirsty man drinking salt water, you consume what only increases the thirst. Seneca warned, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." 2,000 years later, we live those words as prophecy. Our minds scattered across timelines and tabs, our conversations diluted by half attention, our creativity fractured into fragments of thought never completed. We have mistaken connection for communion, information for insight, movement for meaning, and the cost is clarity. The myth of multitasking still seduces us. We believe we can divide the mind and remain whole. Yet neuroscience and Stoicism agree. The mind cannot serve two masters. Each time you switch tasks, the residue of the last one lingers. Fragments of thought clutter the present moment like echoes in a chamber. You are there, but not fully. You see but dimly. You act, but without depth. Epictetus taught, you become what you give your attention to. If your attention is shattered, so too is the self that depends upon it. Consider this paradox of the digital age. We have access to all knowledge, yet struggle to remember a single thing. We communicate with millions, yet seldom listen deeply to one's soul, even our own. The Stoics saw attention as a moral act. What you look at, you endorse. What you dwell upon, you become. Thus, discipline of attention was not mere productivity. It was virtue. Marcus Aurelius practiced this every morning. Before addressing the empire, he addressed himself. He wrote to his own mind, "Today you will meet the busy, the ungrateful, the arrogant. Do not be like them." In that reflection, he reclaimed his focus before the world could claim it first. We might imagine him now, seated beside a glowing screen, and know that his discipline would be the same. He would not curse technology. He would master it. He would say, use what is in your control. Ignore what is not. The tragedy of our age is not the existence of distraction, but our worship of it. We equate being informed with being wise, being online with being alive. And so we scroll through life as through an endless feed, never stopping long enough to taste its meaning. But deep within you, beneath the noise, a quieter voice still whispers. It says, focus is your birthright. The human mind was built to wonder, to craft, to contemplate. It was never meant to flutter endlessly between trivialities. Each moment of stillness you allow yourself is an act of rebellion. When you close the extra tabs, when you silence the unnecessary pings, you are not losing connection. You are regaining yourself. Marcus wrote, "Nowhere you can go is more peaceful than your own soul." Yet most of us have never visited that place. We fear its silence because it reveals how scattered we've become. Sit in that silence. Let it confront you. Feel the twitch of your fingers wanting to reach for the phone. Resist it. That single act is the beginning of mastery. Distraction is easy. Focus is earned. And what is earned endures. So the first Stoic lesson of the modern world is simple. guard your attention as you would guard your freedom. Because in truth, they are the same thing. Focus is not a luxury. It is survival, the mental armor that allows you to walk through chaos without absorbing it. When you train the mind to stay on one thought, one breath, one purpose, you forge a stillness that cannot be stolen. And from that stillness, all greatness grows. The Stoics did not meditate to escape the world. They meditated to engage it more completely. Their silence was not withdrawal, it was preparation. In a distracted world, that preparation has never been more urgent. Because without focus, there is no wisdom. Without wisdom, no peace. And without peace, no freedom worth having. So pause, breathe, and remember the ancient truth. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Focus is not a gift, it is a muscle. And like every muscle, it weakens through neglect and strengthens through deliberate use. Modern neuroscience only confirms what the Stoics intuited 2 millennia ago. The mind becomes whatever it repeatedly does. Each click, each swipe, each impulse you indulge shapes invisible pathways in your brain, rivers of habit carving their course through your attention. When you scatter your awareness across 100 fleeting things, you train your brain to live on the surface of life. But when you hold your attention on one thing, a line of text, a breath, a thought, you rebuild the very architecture of depth. This is neuroplasticity, the mind's quiet ability to remake itself, moment by moment. Marcus would have called it discipline. Epictetus would have called it practice. Science calls it rewiring. The attention loop. Each time you resist distraction, something remarkable happens. Your prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for self-control, lights up like a lantern in a dark room. Neurons fire together. Connections strengthen. You are teaching your brain to stay, but when you surrender to every impulse, every notification, every irrelevant glance, you train the opposite pattern. The circuits of craving grow louder. Your mind becomes restless even in stillness. The Stoics saw this long before MRI machines. They spoke of prohairesis, the ruling faculty, the power of choice. It is the inner command center that decides what deserves your attention and what does not. When this faculty weakens, the soul becomes a battlefield of urges. When it strengthens, it becomes a fortress. So each moment of restraint, each time you breathe instead of react, is not small. It is a vote for sovereignty. The modern mind and the machine technology amplifies whatever state you bring to it. If you open your device with distraction, you will find chaos. If you open it with intention, you can find creation. The difference lies not in the machine, but in the master. Imagine 2 people staring at the same screen. One scrolls endlessly, consuming noise. The other writes, designs, learns, builds, same tool, different mind. The Stoics would call this the discipline of assent, the ability to decide what impression you allow to shape you. You cannot stop the world from presenting images, but you can choose which ones enter your soul. Every digital interaction is a moral choice in miniature. Will this strengthen my reason or scatter it? Will this add virtue or vanity? Ask that question once a day, and clarity begins to return. The power of single-tasking. Seneca wrote, "Nothing is so ruinous to the character as the habit of relaxing your mind and letting it wander." He could not have imagined a world designed precisely to make it wander. Modern science agrees. Multitasking is a myth. Each switch between tasks costs fragments of attention, seconds of reorientation, and leaves residue that dulls your focus for minutes afterward. Do this hundreds of times a day, and you have no day left at all. Single tasking, then, is not antiquated. It is revolutionary. When you give one thing your full awareness, time itself slows. You enter the state psychologists call flow, where effort fades, ego dissolves, and action and awareness merge. It is the modern name for the ancient Stoic ideal of harmony between reason and nature. The craftsman feels it in the shaping of wood, the writer in the rhythm of sentences, the athlete in motion. The philosopher in contemplation. You do not need a monastery to find it. You need only to do one thing, wholly. Training the mind, a Stoic routine for focus morning. Before the world awakens, sit with your own thoughts. No screen, no soundtrack, just breath. Notice the wandering of the mind and gently bring it back. Each return is a repetition. Each repetition a strengthening of will. Midday. Pause before each major task. Ask, is this within my control? If yes, engage fully. If no, release it. This simple filter, taught by Epictetus, cuts the noise of futile worry. Evening. Review the day as Marcus did. Where did I lose focus? Where did I hold it? Reflection turns mistakes into teachers. This is not mysticism. It is mental weightlifting. Attention as energy follows attention. Where your attention goes, life flows. When you focus deeply, you feel alive. Not because the world has changed, but because you have returned to it. Distraction is a theft of vitality. Every half-done thought, every unfinished conversation drains a little life from you, but focus gathers that life back. It is the art of presence, of being fully where you are. That presence radiates through everything you do. It makes the mundane sacred. Wash a cup with full attention, and it becomes a meditation. Write an email with care, and it becomes an act of virtue. The Stoics believed that excellence in small things leads to greatness in all things. Focus transforms duty into dignity. The discipline of the now-all focus ultimately collapses into one truth. The present moment is the only place power exists. The past is memory. The future, imagination. Only this breath, this thought, this choice is real. The distracted mind lives everywhere but here. The focused mind lives entirely here, and therefore, it lives fully. Marcus reminded himself, do not let the future disturb you. You will meet it with the same reason you use today. That is the essence of clarity, trusting that the same mind that meets this moment with strength will meet the next one too. To train focus is to practice presence, and to practice presence is to remember who you are, not the sum of notifications, but the still point within them. Reclaiming the citadel picture again, that inner fortress, the citadel within. Every act of focus builds its walls higher. Every surrender to distraction chips them away. The Stoics never asked for perfect control. They asked only for awareness, to notice when the mind strays and bring it home. Even emperors wavered, even sages faltered, but they returned, always returned. So when you catch yourself drifting, do not scold the mind. Guide it back, as you would guide a child lost in a crowd. That gentleness is strength. Each return is a victory. Each moment of attention is a stone in the fortress. And one day, you look around and realize the noise still exists, but it no longer rules you. You rule yourself. There's a quiet strength in ritual. The ancients knew it, the way a simple morning practice could align the mind before the chaos of the day began. Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome, woke each dawn reminding himself, "Today I shall meet with interference, ingratitude, arrogance, deceit, envy, and selfishness." It was not a complaint. It was preparation. Ritual is how you armor the mind before battle. Not with metal or weapons, but with clarity. In our world of relentless motion, ritual becomes rebellion. It says, I choose the direction of my mind before the world does. It is the daily reclaiming of sovereignty, the act of remembering that you are not just reacting to life, you are shaping it. Morning. The foundation of focus, the first minutes of your day, decide the fate of your attention. If the first thing you touch is your phone, you have surrendered your consciousness before sunrise. If the first thing you touch is your breath, you have claimed your mind before the world can claim it for you. When you wake, resist the glow of screens. Sit up slowly. Feel the weight of your body, the rhythm of your breath. This is your first act of focus, the decision to be present. Marcus began his mornings by reminding himself why he rose at all: to do the work of a human being, to think, to act, to serve. You can do the same. Ask yourself, what would it mean to live this day deliberately? Let that question shape your morning, and the rest of the day will follow its gravity. Even 5 minutes of silence can reset the entire nervous system. 5 minutes to breathe, to observe, to plan. The Stoics called this premeditatio malorum, premeditation of adversity. It is not pessimism, it is preparation. You picture the obstacles of the day so that when they come, you are not surprised. You are ready. Midday, the practice of presence. The middle of the day is when focus fractures. Emails, meetings, messages, demands. The mind is pulled in every direction. Here, Stoicism offers a weapon more powerful than productivity hacks. Awareness, Epictetus said. When anything tempts you, meet it with the thought, you are just an impression. He was teaching cognitive separation, the ability to see a distraction not as truth, but as a signal. You do not need to obey every impulse. You only need to notice it. When your mind starts to scatter, pause. Inhale deeply. Ask, is this essential? If not, let it pass. This single question, is this essential, was Marcus's compass amid the storm of empire. It can be yours amid the noise of modernity. Build small rituals throughout the day to anchor attention. One mindful breath before opening your inbox. One pause before responding to a message. One deliberate stretch before switching tasks. Each ritual is a tether, a reminder that you are not a machine running on impulse, but a conscious being choosing where to direct energy. Evening, the audit of the sole night. When the world quiets, the Stoic turns inward. Seneca advised, when the light has been removed and my wife has fallen silent, I examine my entire day. What he described is not guilt, it is growth. The Stoic evening ritual is an audit of the soul. Not to judge, but to understand. Ask yourself, where did I lose focus today? Where did I act from impulse instead of reason? What moment made me proud? What moment revealed weakness? Write these reflections down, not for perfection, but for progress. Each night review plants the seeds of tomorrow's focus. You begin to see patterns. You learn the triggers that pull you into distraction, the subtle cues, the emotional hooks. Awareness becomes your shield. By the time you wake again, you're not starting from zero. You're continuing a conversation with your own mind. Ritual as resistance. In the age of distraction, stillness is defiance. When you choose to breathe, to reflect, to be deliberate, you are rebelling against an economy built on your attention. Every ritual, no matter how small, is a declaration. My mind is my own. You cannot control the noise of the world, but you can control the rhythm of your response. The Stoics practiced this in the marketplace, in politics, in war. You can practice it in traffic, in meetings, in moments of stress. Seneca said, "He who is everywhere is nowhere." To live stoically is to be fully in one place. This moment, this task, this breath, the modern Stoic routine, a blueprint dawn, silence before screens, wake early. Sit upright. Breathe. Journal one line of intention. Today, I will practice focus. Midday, the pause before action. Before you open your phone, ask, is this within my control? If not, dismiss it. If yes, do it with full attention. Evening. Reflection. Without judgment, write down 3 things you noticed. 1 distraction resisted, 1 lesson learned, 1 virtue practiced. This is your armor and compass. Simple, timeless, stoic. It is not ritual for ritual's sake. It is ritual for mastery. The inner temple in time, these practices stop being tasks. They become a rhythm, a quiet, steady hum beneath the noise. You realize that the Stoic path was never about withdrawing from the world. It was about mastering yourself within it. The rituals are not walls that shut life out. They are pillars that hold your mind steady while life passes through. When the mind is trained in this way, even chaos cannot reach its core. You become the eye of the storm, still, clear, unshaken, and slowly, almost without noticing, You begin to live the truth Marcus wrote to himself each night. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. That soul is not gifted. It is built. One morning at a time, one reflection at a time, one focused breath at a time. Philosophy is meaningless without action. Knowledge without practice is noise. The Stoics knew this. They did not theorize endlessly about virtue. They exercised it daily, deliberately, with precision. Focus is no different. To build an unshakable mind, you must train it. Not in abstract thought, but in practice. The Pomodoro technique, rhythm of the mind. Imagine the mind as a river. When you try to pour all its water into 100 channels, it becomes shallow and turbulent. But when you guide it down one channel at a time, it flows with force, depth, and clarity. The Pomodoro technique is a modern echo of this wisdom. 25 minutes of unbroken attention followed by a 5-minute pause. No distractions, no scrolling, no wandering. You do one thing, fully. And when the timer rings, you step back. Not to check a notification, not to drift into thoughtless activity, but to rest, reflect, and return stronger. This is not arbitrary. It mirrors the Stoic principle of measure in all things. Even effort needs boundaries. Even focus needs rest. Digital minimalism, guarding the gates. Every notification, every ping is a trespasser in the citadel of your mind. Do not welcome them. Turn off non-essential alerts. Delete apps that do not serve purpose. Create spaces where your attention is sacred. Phone-free zones, silent hours, focused corners. The Stoics built their temples, their libraries, their study halls for the same reason. Space shapes thought. Order shapes focus. Noise corrupts it. Mindfulness and breathwork. Anchoring the soul. When distraction strikes, the mind pulls like a wind-tossed sail. Anchor it. Breathe. Notice the rise and fall of your chest, the sensation of air passing through your nostrils. Your mind will wander, gently return it. This is not meditation in the sense of escape. It is training. It is the Stoic discipline of returning to reason over and over. Single tasking. Power in simplicity. Do one thing at a time. Do it completely. And when it is finished, move to the next. The world tells you to multitask, to be everywhere at once. The Stoics knew this to be illusion. Clarity comes not from doing more, but from doing fully. Imagine washing a cup. Do it fully, not as a chore, but as an act of attention. The mind sharpens. The soul steadies. Physical environment. The temple of attention, your surroundings dictate your focus. Clutter is mental friction. Noise is mental resistance. Disorder is distraction given form. Clean your desk. Clear your mind. Let light, space, and calm guide your thoughts. Just as Marcus Aurelius found peace among the chaos of Rome, so too can you cultivate clarity in your environment. Tracking and reflection, measuring progress. Every Stoic warrior of the mind reviewed his day. He noted where he faltered. He noted where he triumphed. Do the same. Keep a simple log. When did I resist distraction? When did I focus fully? What stole my attention unnecessarily? This simple reflection transforms routine into mastery. Patterns emerge. Weaknesses become opportunities. Progress becomes visible. Micro practices. Embedding focus into daily life. 5 deep breaths before reading an email. 1 full minute of attention before replying to a message. Reading a paragraph. Then reflecting instead of rushing forward. Walking without headphones. Noticing the world, anchoring presence. Small acts, repeated consistently, forge a mind capable of profound concentration. The Stoics believed virtue was exercised in ordinary life, not in heroic moments. Focus, too, is built in ordinary moments. Each micro-practice is a brick in the fortress. Each conscious choice a nail securing the gates. The principle of return, you will falter. Distraction is relentless. The phone will buzz. The mind will wander. The world will pull. And yet the Stoic principle remains. Return. Return to the breath. Return to the task. Return to yourself. Every return strengthens neural pathways. Every return fortifies the inner citadel. Every return is a declaration. I am master of my mind. Focus is not perfection. Focus is persistence. Focus is the quiet daily triumph of choice over impulse. Focus is not just about avoiding distraction. It is about cultivating a mind that moves with purpose, even amidst chaos. The Stoics knew this, that true concentration is forged in adversity, not comfort. To master the art of sustained attention, one must go beyond the simple routines of morning meditation, single tasking, or digital detox. One must train the mind to endure, to resist, and to thrive in the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. Deep work blocks. Ritualizing intensity, schedule your attention like an emperor schedules a council. Choose specific blocks of time where your focus is sacred, uninterrupted, immovable. No emails, no notifications, no fleeting whims. This is your arena of creation. During these blocks, immerse yourself fully. Do not switch tasks. Do not check messages. You are present. You are deliberate. You are sovereign. Cal Newport calls this deep work. The Stoics would have called it prohairesis, the deliberate exercise of reason. Either name works. The principle is the same. Intense, undistracted effort creates clarity, mastery, and results that shallow attention can never achieve. Minimizing decision fatigue. Simplify to amplify. Every decision drains energy. Every choice chipped away from your mental capacity reduces focus. The Stoics lived simply. They wore the same robes, ate modest meals, and prioritized what truly mattered. Epictetus taught that freedom is the ability to ignore what is irrelevant. Apply this today. Automate routine decisions. Simplify your wardrobe, your meals, your schedule. The energy you save is fuel for focus. Even small savings compound. A decision avoided is a moment of clarity gained. Physical health. The body as ally, a disciplined mind, requires a disciplined body. Sleep, nutrition, and movement are not secondary. They are foundational. The Stoics trained not just the mind, but the body. They walked daily. They exercised moderation in eating. They rested as a form of preparation. Modern research confirms a well-rested brain maintains attention longer. Balanced nutrition fuels neurotransmitters necessary for concentration. Movement increases oxygen flow, strengthens neural pathways, and clears mental clutter. Neglect the body, and the mind will falter. Honor the body, and attention becomes effortless. Anchoring attention. Through reflection every evening, review the day. Which moments of focus were strong? Which distractions proved tempting? Seneca advised, every evening, consider what you have done today, what you have omitted, and what remains to be done. This reflection is not self-punishment. It is training. It is the act of guiding the mind back to excellence again and again. The mind grows stronger each time it is returned to the present. The act of reflection is the reinforcement of focus, cementing mental pathways for tomorrow. Digital resilience. Engaging technology. Consciously, we cannot avoid the modern world. Technology is pervasive, intrusive, and addictive. But the Stoic principle still applies. Use what is within your control. Consciously choose when to engage, how to engage, and for what purpose. Do not scroll mindlessly. Do not react automatically. Do not allow the ephemeral to dictate the eternal. Digital resilience is not abstinence. It is sovereignty. It is bending tools to your will, not letting them bend you. The art of slowness, finding calm in chaos. The world moves fast. Notifications multiply. Deadlines approach. News flashes. Social feeds spin endlessly. The Stoics moved slowly, in thought, in action, in judgment. They understood that speed without reason is a recipe for error. Embrace slowness as a strategy. Take deliberate pauses. Observe. Reflect. Choose. Even a few conscious seconds can anchor your attention for hours. Slowness is focus. Slowness is control. Slowness is freedom. The reward of sustained concentration. When these practices are consistent, profound transformation occurs. Your creativity deepens. Your problem-solving sharpens. Your emotional resilience strengthens. Tasks once overwhelming become manageable. Ideas that previously eluded you emerge with clarity. The mind, no longer fractured by distraction, becomes a tool of power, insight, and serenity. The Stoics did not promise ease. They promised mastery. And mastery, like deep focus, is earned one choice at a time. Return to the citadel. Every moment of conscious attention builds the fortress within. Every resisted impulse is a stone in its wall. Every deep work session is a tower, reaching toward clarity and strength. The distracted world rages around you. It will try to claim your mind. It will try to scatter your energy. It will test your discipline. And yet, if you return again and again, if you anchor your attention, train your body, and fortify your routines, you will stand unshaken. You will be the eye of the storm. Your mind, the citadel that no chaos can breach. Your focus unstoppable. The world will not slow down for you. It will not pause while you cultivate your inner citadel. The hyper-connected age moves faster than ever, relentless in its demands, persistent in its noise. Every device, every platform, every network is designed to capture your attention. And yet, the Stoics knew a truth that transcends technology. External chaos cannot touch the mind that has learned to govern itself. Marcus Aurelius, in the heart of a restless empire, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the principle that will guide you through the digital storm. Focus is not about rejecting the world. It is about mastering your place within it. Digital resilience, mastery. Over the medium, hyperconnectivity is not inherently destructive. It is only destructive when we relinquish control. Conscious engagement with technology is the modern Stoic's weapon. Do not allow notifications to dictate your rhythm. Do not let social feeds shape your mood. Do not surrender your attention to the algorithms designed to exploit it. Instead, use tools with intent. Measure engagement. Align digital action with real-world purpose. Every deliberate interaction is a reclaiming of power. Every conscious scroll, every mindful message, every measured response is a stone in the fortress of attention. The long-term rewards of deep focus. When you cultivate unshakable attention, the rewards extend far beyond productivity. Creativity blossoms. Ideas flow from the depth of thought, unpolluted by scattered impulses. Problem-solving becomes effortless, as the mind sees connections others cannot. Emotional resilience strengthens because clarity reduces confusion and stress. And serenity follows, not as a luxury, but as a consequence of mastery. The Stoics believed the ultimate purpose of life is virtue, reason, and tranquility. Deep focus is a bridge to all three. When your mind is free from distraction, it can dwell on what is meaningful. When your attention is sovereign, your actions reflect purpose. When your energy is intact, your life aligns with your values. The art of slowness, cultivating intentional calm amid the constant barrage of notifications, meetings, and media. The modern Stoic embraces slowness. Intentional calm is not laziness. It is a strategy. Take moments to pause, to observe, to breathe, to reflect. Even a few deliberate seconds can anchor your mind for hours. Even a quiet morning can shape the trajectory of an entire day. Slowness is focus. Slowness is sovereignty. Slowness is freedom. The Stoics walked slowly, even in bustling Rome. They acted deliberately, never allowing impulse to rule. You can do the same in the digital metropolis of your life. Building a hyper-connected yet unshakable mind to thrive in a connected world. Consider these practices. Anchor attention daily. Begin and end each day with reflection and breath. Guard the gates. Limit notifications. Eliminate unnecessary distractions. Create sacred focus zones. Practice single tasking. Approach one task with complete presence before moving to the next. Automate the routine. Reduce trivial decisions to preserve energy for what matters. Physical mastery. Sleep, nutrition, and exercise are essential to mental clarity. Reflect and adjust. Review the day to strengthen awareness and reinforce focus. Digital sovereignty. Engage consciously with technology. Not reactively. These are not rules. They are guideposts. Follow them, and the chaotic noise of the modern world becomes a backdrop, not a master. You become the calm in the storm, the eye in the whirlwind, the mind unshaken by distraction. The Stoic mind in a hyperconnected era, picture it. A mind impervious to the chaos around it. Emails, social media, news alerts, endless notifications, all present, all accessible, yet none able to claim dominance. Your thoughts, your actions, your energy, entirely yours. The Stoics did not live in a hyper-connected world, yet they practiced mastery over attention in the face of far greater challenges: war, plague, betrayal, death. If they could achieve clarity amidst Rome's chaos, you can achieve clarity amidst today's digital storm. It begins with a single act: choice. The choice to breathe before reacting. The choice to focus before scrolling. The choice to live deliberately in each moment. Each choice compounds. Each choice strengthens the fortress within. Each choice builds the mind that cannot be distracted, disturbed, or derailed. The promise of mastery. The path of deep focus is not easy. It is opposed by nature, by habit, by society. Yet it is attainable. With discipline, awareness, and practice, you can reclaim your mind. You can reclaim your attention. You can reclaim your life. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always rise if you will always look. Your source of strength is attention. Your citadel is focus. Your freedom is choice. And once mastered, the hyper-connected world ceases to control you. You move through it with purpose. You act with clarity. You live with sovereignty. The Stoic mind is not born, it is forged. Through repeated choice, through reflection, through deliberate attention, unshakable focus is the same. It is not a talent. It is a practice cultivated daily, moment by moment. The world will try to scatter your mind. It will tempt you with novelty, urgency, and distraction. The noise is constant. The chaos is relentless, and yet within you there is a place untouched, a citadel, a fortress. A mind trained to observe, to decide, to act with clarity. This is the Stoic mind in practice. Anchor your attention in values. True focus flows from purpose. Without a guiding principle, the mind drifts like a leaf in the wind. The Stoics taught that virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, temperance is the compass of life. Focus is the tool that aligns your actions with this compass. When you act deliberately, with intention and reason, distraction loses its power. Every task, no matter how small, becomes an opportunity to exercise attention. Every moment is a chance to return to clarity. Every choice builds the fortress of the mind. Daily practices to strengthen the mind-morning reflection. Begin each day with a question. What is within my control today, and what is not? This primes the mind to act with intention rather than reaction. Single tasking with presence. Approach each task fully. Let one action command your attention at a time. The depth of one thing outweighs the shallowness of many. Micro moments of mindfulness. Pause throughout the day. Breathe. Observe. Return. Even 15 seconds of deliberate presence compounds into hours of mental clarity. Digital. Discipline, create boundaries with technology. Notifications are tools, not masters. Choose when and how to engage, ensuring the mind remains your own. Evening reflection. Close each day with assessment. Where did focus serve me? Where did distraction creep in? Reflection strengthens awareness and reinforces mastery. Resisting the pull of urgency, the world thrives on urgency. It tells you that everything is immediate, essential, life-altering, and yet most of it is trivial. The Stoics knew the difference. They distinguished between what is urgent and what is important, between what belongs to others and what belongs to oneself. When you pause before reacting, you reclaim time, clarity, and freedom. You choose your energy rather than surrendering it to the noise. The inner citadel, imagine your mind as a fortress. Every act of focus lays a brick. Every moment of mindfulness strengthens the walls. Every reflection cements the foundation. Distraction pounds at the gates. Chaos swirls outside the walls, and yet inside there is stillness, clarity, freedom. This is not perfection. It is practice. It is return. It is persistence. The Stoics lived in an empire of noise and turmoil. They faced war, betrayal, illness, and death. And still, they trained the mind to remain unshaken. If they could achieve it then, so can you now. The reward of unstoppable focus with sustained practice. A remarkable transformation occurs. Mental clarity deepens. Creativity flows effortlessly. Decisions become precise and intentional. Stress loses its grip. Time, once scattered, becomes yours. Life, once chaotic, becomes purposeful. Unshakable focus is not just a skill, it is freedom. It is sovereignty over your mind. It is the art of living with reason, presence, and intention. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. So too with focus. Waste no more time lamenting distraction. Train your mind. Practice daily. Return again and again to the present. Build the citadel within." The Stoic path teaches that mastery of the mind is the highest form of freedom. Attention is the currency of life. Focus is the art of spending it wisely. And when your mind is sovereign, no noise, no chaos, no digital storm can break it. You move through life unshaken. You act with purpose. You live with clarity. This is the path of the Stoic mind. This is the path to unstoppable focus.